This is the INVITAS hour, optimizing human performance. As you can notice, we are missing one of our heroes, Dr. Justin Newman, who is absent.
Yep.
And we wish him and we send him all our love. And he's definitely with us. So
yes, if I may, I'd like to just invoke his spirit here and just have him here. Just the beautiful Dr. Newman. I love you, my man. That's my guy. Oh, I love Dr. Newman. He's the best, man. So I'll do my best to kind of keep your attention and make it interesting. But anyhow, yeah, we love Dr. Newman.
This is Mr. Richard Rocha, Vitamin Rich.
There it is. Yeah. Yeah, feeling good, feeling great, feeling enriched.
So we are going to keep exploring some of these wonderful topics that you are bringing. INVITAS, it's located in southmiami. You can always call, visit, have an appointment, get to know what their treatments are about. We have talked, just to mention a few, vitamin infusion, acupuncture, hypnosis, massage, different types of massage, many ways of getting is in a one-stop shop, all these benefits. But I would say your landmark or the number one would be, well, at least in your expertise, vitamin infusion. And I know you are doing your research in bringing new products and new mixtures, and you're always creating something.
Yes.
You've been in the health industry for many, many years, and that's why we love being with you, Richard, today to talk more about this. And to today's topic, health is a mindset. So that will be very interesting to listen your presentation, Richard.
Well, thank you, Kike, for taking this time here to spend with us. And I have to just take a moment to appreciate, Dr. Newman and all of us as a team of specialists, and why I'm actually even here right now. And so thank you for actually even tuning in. Time is a beautiful gift that can never be returned. And so I cherish these moments that we share together. With that being said, health is a mindset. And a lot of what I'm going to talk about today has been influenced by Dr. Justin Newman. And this is what's really amazing. So you see, it's not just about the vitamin infusions or the hypnotherapy or the massage or the things of that nature. And really also because we integrate them. So oftentimes you can combine these two services where you get a deeper sensation. But a lot of it too, though, is the mindset, is the understanding, and it's the connecting with oneself. And Dr. Newman specializes in that. He's a master in that. It's amazing how well he knows and how to connect with oneself, and how to understand the clarity of the mind and the characters that we become to fill these spaces that we enter, whether it's work, the gym, or personal relationships, our friends, going to the grocery stores. All these require a different character to show up. And that character also has to be grounded. And you have to know who's driving the bus, and when is the right time to have these characters. And then this is a mind-blowing part. Then when we do figure out these characters, like my characters are Ricky. He's the wild one. There's Rick. There's Richard. There's the Richard 2.0. Dr. Newman really taught me about that one. And then there's the 3.0 and the 4.0. I'll explain to you. When I was younger, I was known as Ricky. It was a cute name. It was fun, all that great stuff. And as I got older, I became 18. When I was 18 years old, I became Rick. So I had to be tough. Rick and Rick, all that foolishness. So by 21, I became Richard. Because I was working now. I got to be, all this other stuff. It's character. It's mindset. It's the mind. It's the person who I was at that time. So when I go, like, for example, Ricky right now would not be a good fit because it would be really wild. And that guy is awesome too. And I love that guy. And I can't beat myself down because of that version. That guy just has to be in the back of the bus for now. And I'm going to bring Richard 2.0 to be present here. So 3.0, he's laser vision. He's too focused. And then it's not, you can't feel it like this.
I'm going to have to go check with Dr. Newman.
Yes.
Which one I am right now, because I've been Kike since I can remember. Okay. Kike is a nickname for those who don't know. It's a nickname for Enrique. And, actually my full name is Julio Enrique. But I'm telling you this because I'm Julius III.
Oh, nice.
And I think that I'm becoming, with the years, I'm becoming a Julio, a Julius, more than anything else. But I am resisting. I still want to be that Kike, that fun, the one that likes to have fun. Mm-hmm. But it's food for thought. I'm going to start considering changing my name, because you are pointing out something very important: the different stages that we go through life,
right?
And the different characters.
Correct. And it's interesting because you can actually create that character. When you're connected with your being, you can create that character. So however you want that character to be, you have the right and the will to create and step into that character, especially when your being is on board. When you're driving it from your being with purpose, these characters become very refined. And those refined characters is who we present when we carry ourselves. You may wonder, why am I always so dressed up? For so many reasons. But part of it is because it's the character that I've created to fill this spot, this place. It looks different if I was in t-shirts and shorts, and that's comfortable too. But it's different when I'm trying to, the service of the level that I'm trying to, and that I am applying and able to give. It's at this level for my well-being, for your wellness, and in gratitude of sharing space with you. So I take a lot of things into consideration, but that's the character that I built to drive this bus right now. If we were out by the bar having some drinks, hanging out, Ricky would probably show up, and it would be great. And then this character wouldn't fit there, because then so now I got these different characters, and we all have these characters. We have the characters of success, the characters of the hard worker, the fun character, the brother character, the mother or the father character, the son character. Like, these are all characters that we can work on and refine. The being doesn't change. It's the character that changes. So this a lot is what we work on really at INVITAS, and with Dr. Justin Newman, of course. He's a lot of where this comes from, and this has to do with mindset. So the mindset is essential, and it reflects in the body. It was interesting. We were having this conversation as far as, and it would only be egotistical to think if it's the mind or the body, which is more important. It's really the being, the soul, and if there's different levels to this, of course. But stop breathing and see how important oxygen is for you. Stop drinking and see how fast you dehydrate. You know what I'm saying? So you can keep it in the mind and in this other level, but right now we're talking on this level. So it's important to look inward and to connect, and that's essential. This is why the whole topic is, it's really the power of the mind, because obviously we know this is just a vessel. But the mind, when your mind is clear and you can really work on your mind, there's a saying, dis-ease creates disease. We can literally create these diseases in our head. We can clearly create something greater and have extraordinary miracle, quote unquote, things happen. Look at the Wim Hof. This guy swims in Switzerland in glacier water and maintains his body temperature at a level that he can function. That's pretty miraculous. There's this guy named Iron Cowboy James. He did 101 triathlons in 101 days. Dude, I'm just trying to do one. This guy did 101. I'm amazing. This guy he's just mindset. Why can he do something that I can't? I think we all can. We just have to have that mindset. Look at David Goggins. They do these ultra marathons. They run 256 miles or whatnot, and on broken ankles and toes, and they do it because the body will figure it out. But the mind has to get you there. So the mind is essential. Sleep helps with the mind because it helps regulate these thoughts, these downloads, all this information, these stimulants that we deal with. And then it impacts our performance in whichever aspect, even, with our relationships. Lack of sleep, we become more irritable. So a lot of this is very important.
How would you describe all these fields that are part of our being? Because we inhabit many fields that are not physical. So I was listening yesterday that this disease starts in an imbalance of those fields, and the last space where it will show is in the body. Do you agree with that?
I've heard of that. Yes, I've definitely heard of that, and it's good to hear that other people are talking about that, because in the osteopathic world, people do end up talking about the mind and how that impacts, and also these energetic fields. And if everything is energy and atoms and they're all vibrating, it all creates different rhythms, and there's different clocks working in our bodies. If you're going to sleep and your mind is shutting off, but you just ate, now you just turned on this clock of your stomach, and now you're going to turn on the clock of the colon and the kidneys. And so now things are spinning out, but yet you're trying to go to sleep. If you're throwing everything off, that's going to disrupt also.
Or having a coffee.
Or having a coffee too, some kind of stimulant at night. Even the blue lenses or the lights from your phone, obviously, too, have an impact on that. So all of this, yes, there's a lot of different factors that are compressing and challenging the mind, the body, the whole being. That's why it's important to have a proper nutrition, but also get proper sleep, and all of these other self-care is an important factor, because that's where you rejuvenate. We deal with so much trauma. We've been carrying trauma. We deal with trauma. And then a lot of the stresses in the world, the things that are going on in just the world that we live in. And it's one thing after another. We never really stop and process. We just keep adding on to the next one, and we just kind of turn the page. So we're constantly in this fight or flight state of mind. So it's important to have the proper mindset to ground yourself and bring it inward. And that's a big part of optimizing human performance.
I see you work a lot with a lot of athletes, well, people of all different walks of life, but I see some people go to your office. Can you tell us what goes on at the office?
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. This guy, I love this guy, Raul. He's a guest who became a family member of mine, man, my brother. We're all brothers and sisters, obviously, and but he's very special, man, and he is on this journey to not only live a more holistic life, but he wants to be a beacon of life for his family, because he wants them to live a long, healthy life. And so he's going to live by example, and he's doing it. And he's an amazing father. He has an amazing story. He comes in with his son every time. I'm so inspired by his son and his family, and the amount of love that this guy has for his family. We ended up sponsoring his son for like different sports and recovery, mindset, things of that nature. He's an amazing kid, doing amazing, with just such an amazing talents. That this was all through the experience. So he came in for a detox of just the body and wanted to get into the vitamins, and just on this whole journey and experience what a holistic like reboost and refresh, recharge approach to life is, a reset. And he loves it, and he's become family. He's a good friend of ours. He connects with Dr. Newman. We had a good time. Yeah, it was a nice time. Mm-hmm.
We have another.
Yep. This guy here is amazing. This guy runs full marathons, man, and he is it is pretty amazing. He is in tip-top shape, and he is I want to say he's like 64, 62, 64, and this guy has the will of he is just mind-blowing how amazing he is. He's got the full six-pack. He's got the whole nine. living life, chasing his dreams. He's outrunning people left and right. And I was so honored just to be in his greatness, that mindset to wake up and do it. And we've asked him, we've worked on him as far as cupping and acupuncture and stuff. Dr. Newman has been able to work with him, even with massage therapy too. And I asked him, how do you keep it together? And he's like, I don't even feel my body, man. My body will deal with it. It's my mindset. And I love that. I'm like, man, you're speaking my language. So, yeah, I'm very honored to have met this man. What a powerful man. Yeah, it's a pretty cool guy. This guy too is awesome. This guy is an amazing guy. This guy's actually been struck by lightning twice.
What?
He is, but he's so much greater than that. I'm just showing you how special he is. He is an amazing person. I love this man. When I've spoken to him, he just instantly gave me that feeling of a father type I just, not to say too much about him without saying that he's such an amazing soul, and I appreciate every time he comes in. He makes me feel so good, and he's coming in for treatments. This is the craziest thing, man. This is just nuts.
These are some of the clients. They actually, it's almost like a sleepover.
Interesting, yeah.
They go there and sleep at night or what?
So this was interesting. This one, we ended up putting in a massage table in there. She was getting an IV infusion, but she actually worked with Dr. Newman. As you can see, she's there in a relaxed mode with getting blue light therapy. And she was just soaking in the good vibes. There was some acupuncture done there. Yeah, it was a cool experience for her. And yeah, definitely this is cool. So this here is a glow-in-the-dark party that we had. You can see the great Dr. Justin Newman there. That's awesome. Just doing his magic, getting ready to put in some acupuncture. And then to the left, you can see there's a lady there. That's our massage therapist, Liz. She is our MVP. We love her. She's awesome. She really is. And then he was getting an IV infusion there. So we were just created this space for him. He wanted like a cool lounge feeling. He was liking the vibe that we had been posting up recently on our Instagram, and so he wanted that vibe. And
this is how it looks with white light.
Yep. That's me getting these bags ready, these treatments ready. I was getting ready to I think draw up some glutathione or some. So everything is calculated, everything is precision, everything is very well protocol driven. It's yeah.
You say that you don't like to keep vitamins for a long time. Do you like them to be fresh?
I like to contact. Usually, what I like to do is I contact these compounding pharmacies right when I get new clients. And so therefore, by the time they're scheduled, I get their vitamins either that day or that evening or the night before. And so it's freshly compounded. It doesn't sit in my fridge for long periods of time. And I don't dilute my products. I'm incredibly very sensitive to the products that I use. I have the most natural, 100% preservative free, third-party tested, by award-winning compounding pharmacies. That is something very important to me. So I keep a low stock just so that I'm always using very fresh supplements.
Well, we are with Richard Rocha. He's a co-founder of INVITAS. INVITAS is a one-stop, like we said, of all the alternative treatments you can use to improve performance, to get the right nutrition, not just for the body, but for the soul.
Exactly. Yep.
And people can just go there and get to experience firsthand these new, technologies. Tell us more about the massage, some of the massages that you offer.
Yes. So we have and I call her a master hip massage therapist because she's that amazing. I'm just telling you from my part, she's a master to me in that sense. And she too would be someone who would say it's her teacher's teacher and all that great stuff. And the truth of the matter is she works hand in hand with Dr. Newman, and she's like Dr. Newman's right hand. And when it comes to massage therapy and acupuncture, when they integrate those two, those treatments are amazing. I know because I hear their clients, their guests who are always saying amazing things. They keep coming back. Obviously, there's not enough great things to say about Dr. Newman. And as far as Aileen, she's incredibly intuitive, and she gives intuitive massages. She's certified in a list of different various massage therapies. And she also massages your mind, your brain, your soul. At least with me, the times that I've had massages with her, I didn't come out the same person. I felt like I was very connected in a deeper level. She's amazing. So we offer that. And then we have Liz, who also too, she offers amazing various different types of massage therapy. And she always comes through too. She's just amazing. So we've actually gotten into forehand Reiki massage, and that would be very interesting too. If you can have if two hands feel amazing, imagine four. So these are the things that I like to really work on with INVITAS, is integrating these services and trying to really create the most amazing experience for our guests. I want them to come up with something different, something that they connect with, and offer them the best services.
So by listening to you and talk about these athletes, just the notion of expecting that something will happen to you, that already opens the door, for any kind of disease. It's important these days to know that, because we keep hearing that something will affect us anytime, sooner or later. So we let fear come in. And that's like the number one ingredient for any kind of illness, just the fear of having it. What would you tell people? It's important these days, when everything else is talking about that, the ghost is coming.
Right. Well, that is a loaded question because there's so many things to say about what you just mentioned. Part of it is the character that we present ourselves with, and the amount of pressure that we're feeling that impacts our judgment. So it's important to ground ourselves, to breathe, to stretch, expand. What that means is just connect with ourselves and create enough space for us to allow some thoughts into our mind to be able to solve these challenges as such as asking about. The other part is boosting the immune system, because it's your defensive system of your body, and as well as it helping you sleep better. It should help working with your mind better. Make time to meditate, to breathe, to set the stage of the day. There's that 1 minute meditation as far as just kind of breathing, grounding, connecting with your breath. Just not so much counting, and you don't have to count the time either. It's just really a matter of just stopping everything, not letting the emotions really take you, but you just being able to connect with yourself and relax. That's really ultimately kind of sort of what the 1 minute meditation is about, or Dr. Newman calls it the 1 minute meditation. And in a conversation we were having, we realized that really it's not just 1 minute. It can be any moment. And every breath can be a meditation if you just kind of relax and surrender to the feeling of either fear or anxiety, which is creating inflammation within the body, that's where diseases start to manifest. Because you see the differences, and this is the part that I start to bring in, is why is what I do so important? Well, because the fact that you have these proper nutrients in your system allows you to eliminate the inflammation, the acidicness within your body. These cancer cells and diseases and viruses, they thrive in high acidic environments. So it's important to detox your body to reduce the acidicness so that these diseases don't manifest themselves. That is the key important part as to why it's so important to have not only a good nutrition, but to be able to absorb these good supplementations. They go hand in hand. What good is a good mind if you have a polluted body, or vice versa? And so what optimizing human performance is getting your body and your mind and your being aligned in order for you to be able to live the best life, the fullest life of this sacred life that we live. And we wake up we're born every morning. We're born every morning.
Reborn.
Actually, reborn. Sorry, you're right. I was thinking, yes, you're right, actually. Absolutely right. So it's a beautiful experience. And I love all of it, because this realization where I'm at is what inspires me to be able to see the vision and in the direction as to where this company goes. Because I know that there's different components. It's not just one person. It's all of it together. And when we can connect all of those pieces, and you have a team of specialists that are really immersed in your experience and available, it's a beautiful thing that we're actually creating here. And so that's our massage therapists. They work amazingly with Dr. Newman. We have had patients who just come in for acupuncture and massage therapy. We've had, for hypnotherapy as well. So all of this is important, but ultimately mindset is important. The mind is so important, what you feed yourself. Emotional mindset, performance mindset, spiritual mindset, self-love mindset. All of those mindsets sets the tone for your day. If you can just boost your body with all these other nutrients and it helps regulate it, it'll boost your mind. And lastly, with the great Dr. Newman, what he was saying was, we may feel what you wake up to may be only 70%, may feel like 100% to you, because it's your norm, it's your 70%. And as you start to do these things, these grounding and connecting and all that great stuff, your 70 becomes an 80%. Your 80 becomes a 90%, your 90 becomes 100%. This is the important part. How do you get to 110%? 110% is in here. 110% is when you get into that 2.0 level, that 3.0 level. When you start to perform at a higher level, that is when you are really optimizing human performance. So come check us out. I'll make sure you're taken care of.
So we know that it wouldn't be the same without Dr. Newman, but I think you did a great job, Richard.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You really managed to pull it off. And
just barely, but we got there.
We're just hoping that next week we're going to be joined again by Dr. Justin Newman and have the super duo come again to bring us your joy and all these wonderful moments.
Celebrate life, celebrate your energy, your space, your place. Celebrate you, celebrate love.